So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, again, open up your Chrome browser. You're going to want to type in opusvirtualoffices.com. Let's see if I did that right. Got sticky fingers today. There we go. Okay. So with Opus, I've been working with them for a few years. They are a cost-effective alternative to companies that you may have heard of called DaVinci and Regus. DaVinci is okay, but expensive. The add-ons are very, very expensive. And Regus, same thing. I see a lot more overcharging and billing issues with those companies. So that's why I don't actually recommend them. You're more than welcome to use them. I just don't recommend them for business credit building purposes because they can ultimately overcharge you, put you in the negative with your business checking. And that's something you can avoid with the top 3 companies that I recommend for you. So again, one of them is Opus. You go to opusvirtualoffices.com. The offices that are here on the left hand side are the what we call the most popular locations and the premium locations. They come with a few hours of conference space just to kind of let you know that you can meet your vendors or creditors or your clients or customers at these locations. Not all of their locations offer this because they don't own the location. So as you see here, I actually use Opus locations for my administrative, corporate, or accounting departments. Now, if you have a restaurant or something like that, then you're more than welcome to have these addresses simply for building business credit, having your bills go to, some of your office supplies and packages so you can pick those up, business credit cards. But you also have a commercial location that you actually operate in. You can also have this address for the same things, and then you work from home. So, but it's a matter of fact that you need a commercial physical location, like I told you before. And the way that you can check that is you're going to put in your zip code, city, or state here. I am going to select a hard location that people who have a hard time finding a location. Let's see. So these mail centers here, these are what you want to avoid. Okay, so we're going to select this and we're going to copy and paste that address. We're going to go to melissa.com as I showed you guys before, and we're going to check this address, and I want you guys to see what the system of the lenders, creditors, and vendors, what they will see or what the computer will provide to them about your address. Again, you can work from home. You can have a P.O. box for internal use only. This is not to be used to form your LLCs or build business credit, and that's for security. Everything that I teach you is called a lender compliance error, issue, or whatever. And simply the lenders have to work with the federal government to avoid fraud. So if they're allowing all kinds of people to pass through their system and they don't check these things, they ultimately get in trouble. They have to prove that they are commercial lenders. If you have a residential address, you are working against their operations, and that's why they check this. They're ultimately not trying to stop you from getting any type of funding or financing. This is more about what they have to be legally compliant to do by the federal government. Okay, so we are going to check an address, and if you notice here, you can do batch checking and things like that. And we're going to copy and paste that address in here. All right, great. Now, fortunately, this address comes up as a business address. The companies can see who owns the actual address. which I guess you have to log in to do, something I haven't really checked before. But what you're looking for right here is there's going to be a note that says this is a P.O. box or a mail center, a commercial, what we call a commercial receiving, a commercial mail receiving center. Big words, lots of big words in business credit. But we want to avoid that. Okay, that's what we want to avoid. So even though this one comes up as a mail center on Opus's website, you still want to check and see if you can use the address. So far, I don't see it being flagged at all. Let's see if we can try to find another one. Let's see what this one comes up on. All right, so now this one looks like a co-working space. It doesn't look like they have individual offices. And if you can see right here, Opus will let you know, okay, this place does not offer mail forwarding. That's going to be very important for those of you who live outside of city limits of their actual business credit location or whatever. You don't want to be so far from the location and then you can't pick up your mail, okay? So you also want to select a company that is closest to you. All right, this one seems okay as well. So now let's check a company that I'm going to show you guys on the next slide, or one of the next slides, called iPostal. Because I got the wrong one. I'm going to Google. No, it's iPostal one. Now, again, I've seen this company right here get flagged a lot more than others. I think they just have so many locations that people just pick any one. I'm not exactly sure why they get flagged, or they're more well known. But as you can see, there's actually some states they don't even have, like Nebraska. Let's try Colorado. And we're going to select I've noticed with them the $9.99 locations are the ones that get flagged the most. So let's search for those. Let's do Glendale. All right, so let's look at this one. All right, this one seems to pass the check. But keep in mind, if you pull it up on this Melissa website and you see, okay, this is what's coming up as the address, the lenders will see that too, and they'll still flag it. So even though this information may come back okay, you actually want to see the physical location looking like something you have rented out. You don't want it looking like something you're just getting a mailbox from. Like, these will pop up as P.O. box stores, USPS stores, and that could be very well the case in a location that looks like it's Whole Foods. Like, the vendor will know that you are not Whole Foods. Let's try another location. That's really weird. This location says the price is $29.99. We're not gonna use that one or that one. Let's try Florida. Look at this one. Let's try this one. Look at this one, you guys. See, this is what you want to avoid either way. This definitely looks like it used to be a home that was specifically zoned commercially to be added to iPostal's inventory of locations. I would avoid that. So again, that's why it's a really good opportunity to go on melissa.com and check these addresses. Let's try one more. And if I can't find one, I'm going to pull up a download or a screenshot that I have saved from melissa.com. Is this it? Let's see if this is it. No, that's not it. Let's see if this is it. Nope, that's not it. Definitely should have named it. It's not that old. Not that new. I think this is it right here. All right. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on this. This is what you are trying to avoid. So again, when you check that address, it will come up with an address note that says this address is a post office or a commercial mail receiving agency. Simply, you just want to avoid that. I don't care where you get your virtual address. This is why I'm doing the video, is for you guys to see that you do need a commercial location when building business credit, because legally not every virtual address comes back as a commercial location. Again, you can use your residential address for all kinds of internal purposes, whether you're working from home, working remotely, whatever. But you don't want it on your LLC or any type of commercial credit application. Okay? That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check the description below for the links to the top 3 virtual addresses that I recommend. You guys have a blessed day as always.